We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nintendo Talk Live. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by Mr. Fluxy himself, Jason Lacy. What is up, Jason?
Bobby, what is going on?
This
it's
is
Friday.
Yeah, man.
It's
is
Splatfest Eve.
Yes, it is.
It's a Festivus time.
Exactly. For you and I, this is like a holiday on its own.
That's right.
What I mean?
That's
like,
right.
This is amazing. Hoshway Ponce in the house. What is up, Hoshway? Matt Knight. Hello. Jesse Armstrong. Brendan Myers did a little hi-bye type thing. So, hi-bye, I guess. Hoshway, aren't you in PAX East or PAX West? Like, why are you hanging out here? Jason, I'm gonna make one suggestion to you. What camera do you have?
I have the Logitech. Yeah.
Okay, turn the autofocus off.
Boom! I just noticed that too.
Okay, because it was like
there you go.
Boom,
it was like,
you went to go drink your. And it was like, okay,
yeah.
We want to see your face, man. We don't want to see all this blur and all that stuff.
Hey,
Riboflavins is in the house. What is up, Ribo? How are you doing? It's all the usual suspects here.
The gang is here.
Yeah. It's all the people we play with are showing up.
That's right.
It's the gang. So how you doing, man?
I'm good. It's been a hectic week a little bit, but I'm here. It's Friday. It's holiday weekend here in the States, so no work till Tuesday. I'm loving it.
You know what, man? It actually feels good to be at a real job where I don't have to work on Monday, where I'm actually off tomorrow. I got a 3-day weekend. Yeah. I'm like, man, I forgot what this felt like. I'm like so hyped, man. It's not even funny. Got my first paycheck today.
Ooh,
it's nice. It was nice. It actually turned out to be more money than the last job by quite a bit.
Perfect.
Quite a bit. So much so that I went and bought a controller today. Now I'm going to show you this controller. You're going to get the exclusive peek at this controller. Nobody else will see it.
Oh.
Until I'm actually... Sean,
yes.
What do you mean turn myself up, Sean? I can't turn myself any higher. Can people not hear me? Is that a problem? I sound like I'm talking loud.
Capri in here causing shenanigans already.
What the hell? Can you guys not hear me? Is that the problem? Like, do I need to be louder? I don't know what he's talking. Why don't you turn your volume up on me, Sean? That might help. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of this controller. Nobody will see this until I actually unbox it when it happens.
Okay.
But Sean, stop. I'm not trying to, like, this is just, you know what? Here comes Sean. He's got to hog this limelight, man. He's got to step in and, like, take control of things. Maybe don't be so damn. That's what I'm trying to help.
Damn.
See how he is? This is, all right, I got you. It'll take 3 weeks to get here. That's fine, Matt Knight. I'm okay with that. Because this thing is kind of gorgeous. All right, I'm going to drop it to you so you can see it. And nobody else can see it. I'm going to drop it there. Hit enter. And then slide it back over. I'm sure people will see it. I don't think they can see it. No, maybe. If
maybe. I like it.
Maybe a little. Now they can't see it when it goes big. Okay. So what do you think?
What is that? The kind of finish do you have on that? Is that the kind of sheen do you have?
I went
there?
with gloss. The grips are matte.
Okay.
Originally, I was going to do the back in matte and just the front face gloss, but then I was like, nah, I kind of like this, and I actually went with metallic paint rather than the regular finish.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is kind of cool, man. I'm happy about this. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. I was going to get it engraved, right? So this is what happened.
Oh.
It cost $40 to get it engraved. And I was all fine for that. Until shipping hit. Then shipping went up another $17, and I was like, man, now we're talking almost $200 for this controller. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna rein that in a little bit. I'm gonna pull that $40 off. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. That's a bit steep.
What was it just gonna say Nintendo Guru on there?
I was gonna say Nintendo Guru on the back, but they didn't give me an option of fonts. It was just a plain like Arial font, and I'm like, $40 for that. That's asking a bit much. That's asking a bit much.
I like the colors.
It looks nice, right?
I wasn't familiar with this until I saw your tweet
Yeah.
earlier today. And then I was like, I started playing around. I'm like, what can I do? Can I make a little Fluxtapose game here?
Man,
and then because I've done that with like the Xbox
Yeah.
controllers too, and I'm like, Pipe Dream maybe practical for me, not so much. But they look so sweet.
I'm like, I love this company, man. I'm hoping maybe one day they'll sponsor me and they'll be like, hey, we're gonna get you a Switch colored. We're gonna, because I've seen them do that. They've sent people Switches like painted. I just need another like 150,000 subscribers, and we can. I'll start getting stuff like that.
That's right. That's right.
So I gotta ask, man.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, and I'm praying you don't disappoint. Flight or invisibility? Son of a gun!
Baby. Team Flight,
son of a gun! Why, man? Why? You are trash, Jason Lacy.
If I do the legitimate Splatfest way and say Team Flight, Team Visibility, do I want to cruise all over the world or just be a creeper? Got to go with the Flight.
Yeah, I thought about it today, and I said, do I want to be Superman or do I want to be like a Lex Luthor, like a villain? And I want to be the villain, man.
All right.
I want to steal money. I just want to be a horrible person. That's all. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. Now, you know what I thought? I thought, my original thought was like, there's not going to be a lot of people taking invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And I just figured, you know what? Jules Watcham is going invisibility.
Ooh, the Jules factor.
Yeah, man. Jules and I think Sean is going to go invisibility. And I was like, you know what? I just want to hang out with my friends and play with my friends, and that's all I'm going to do. So
that's a good reason.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Because the last time, what I did was I looked through my list and I was like, where's the bulk of the people that we play with going or ending up?
Yeah.
And it felt like the bulk were going to invisibility. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to invisibility and we'll go there and whatever.
Well, I remember we talked about that too after the last fest too. I remember at least I saw on Discord and some other things. People were like, we need to plan this ahead of time, try to link up so we can just play together. And I threw that out the window.
Well, the main thing for me was if it was going to be so lopsided like last time, I would have definitely going the one way. Jesse Armstrong, trust me, Jules is invisibility. Believe me, I know. I looked. Son of a bitch, I better make sure. I'm sitting here saying this, and then he probably went the other way, and I'm going to kill him. I'll be so upset, Jules. Jules, if you went the other way, I'm going to be devastated. I know you'll pop in.
I kind of hope this turns out.
Could you imagine if he did? I will lose my junk, man. I will literally not play tomorrow at all.
No, that's not going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen. But let's see. Let's see who took what. So here's what I have. I have
rundown.
I have 53 friends that took flight. I have 59 that took invisibility. So it's there's a lot. So Johnny Casino, Cal Zero, those guys took Crashy, Chibi. So those also Gary Gray, he also took my boy Joseph Moran, Mr. Bad Bet. He
I did
took.
see that.
So I had to go. I had to go that way. Who else? Who else we got here? Nintendo Talk, Patrick, he took it. Zach Erickson from Nintendo Dads, he took it. Perry, Sheldon Benjamin, Eric Plunk. We got some players over here. Mew Mew, Sharia, she took it. My boy Alvaro, Garrett Bland, he took it. Rybo's in the chat, he took it. And that's it. Where's Jules? Wait, where's Jules? Where is Jules? That son of a
drum
gun.
roll. Give me the drum roll.
Wait, my wife took flight, but she's not gonna play at all because she'll be. Oh no, she might be able to play tomorrow. I don't know. Where is Jules? Jules, you better not have. I see Flux A. There's a lot of my friends over on Flight. I'm going to be honest. Man, holy crap, there's a lot of people. Jules took Flight.
Yeah.
I could have sworn his thing said invisibility, man.
Yes.
What is going on with this world? Sean, I hope you go invisibility, Sean. If not, it's going to be a really rough Monday night if we ran Nintendo.
You get Donnie Reese. How about that?
I like Donnie, but Donnie kind of sucks at Splatfest because
I don't think Donnie can play. He's got to
That's the problem. He don't play, man. So I got this Nintendo parental app.
Yes.
So I downloaded it, right? Because I wanted to see.
Damn you, Sean.
Yes, there we go. My man, my love, my mi amor. I don't know why I just said that, but whatever. So I paid. So for the last month of having this app, I played Splatoon 24 days out of the 30. So that leads the pack.
Okay.
So I'm continuing the detail. I want to see the detail on the. I'm curious how many hours I put into this thing. It doesn't seem like it really gives you a number.
No.
It's weird, right? It's not as fluid as people say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, yeah. Like, no, I clicked show me more information, and it takes me to the game. I own the game, you idiots. Nintendo, I've played the game 24 days. I don't need to know more information about this game.
Right.
I don't know, man.
I was using the app at first too when we first got the Switch because I was like, how long have I been playing Zelda? Because you had to wait 10 days or however long it is before it shows. I was like, I don't want to wait. I want to know now. And then eventually I got sick of I'm connecting to a new Wi-Fi. I don't want to put in the pin, so I took it back off. But last I checked, I am at 95 hours in Splatoon. So I've now passed Breath of the Wild. That's my most played Switch game.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Let me. You know what? While we're chatting, I'll look it up real quick.
There you go.
See where I'm at. I mean, it rounds out. It doesn't really do it perfectly. 95 hours. Holy crap, Jason! That's a lot of time, man.
Yeah.
You have.
No life? I don't know what happens because.
This is what I'm curious about. I thought you had a kid.
I do.
I think your wife takes care of the kid. You do nothing but play Splatoon.
I got the Sean Capri hookup,
Well, that's true. Sean's got it made. Sean is like, he married the second coming of Jesus over there. What?
No, it's those till 2 a.m. Hey, I'll just hang out in Bobby's lobby for just 3 matches. Yeah, don't go to bed. Just 3 matches.
It don't work like that. It never works like that. All right, so we're gonna go to my profile here. Let's see.
It's definitely because of work, because I get to play I'll play during downtime at work a lot, and
man, I got
so I'll get a ton there.
I got 55 hours of Minecraft.
Woo.
I've got 90 hours of Splatoon 2.
See, I'm not that bad.
Yeah, but I don't have a kid. That's sad, Jason. I got 20 hours of Mario Kart.
I can honestly say this: between the hours of 7, if I'm home here, between the hours of 6 a.m. and he goes to bed at 7 p.m. I am not gaming, so it's all it's all me staying up way too late and depriving myself of too much sleep.
I've got 155 hours of Zelda. I banked some time with that game, and I know that by the time it's done, I'll have more with Splatoon than I will with Zelda.
Oh yeah,
because I just drop some serious time into that game. Like I just go hog wild with it. Okay, so typically what I do is I do this thing called Nintendo Talk every day.
Yes.
And today I don't do it because I'm doing Nintendo Talk live.
Right.
So I figured we could talk about some of the stuff that I was going to talk about on the show.
Okay.
And go over that real quick before we start to jump into some random Nintendo talk, which we've kind of already been doing, so whatever.
Well, I have good news for you. I know how to talk, and I happen to like Nintendo, so I think
that's
right there. I got two qualifications right there.
So it's
sign me up.
Okay, that's perfect. It's not going to be PlayStation talk. We're good like that. So Mario Kart turns 25 today. That actually happened.
That happened.
So 25 years ago today, Nintendo put out Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. Are you old enough to have played this when it actually happened?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. How old were you when that game hit?
I think 10. What year? 25 years ago?
Yeah.
9 or 10.
Okay,
right in there.
so you had a decent idea what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't like the stupid little brother sitting on the corner of the couch with a controller that wasn't plugged in.
With an NES controller.
Yeah. Your brother's playing Mario Kart, and you're like, let it turn. Why did the thing turn? It's broken. And,
well, the funny thing is, I didn't even I think I probably still had an NES at that time, and I don't even think I had any friends close by that had a Super NES. So I remember playing it the most would be at my cousin's house, that we would visit very randomly. But back in those days, you could actually rent systems from the video rental stores too, and they give you that black massive padded briefcase with everything.
Sean says that a lot. Sean says that when they had birthdays, his dad used to rent the Super Nintendo for them guys and all that stuff. Let me put my Clark Kent shades on so I can feel like I'm ready for
Friday Night Special.
Yeah, I'm ready for conversation. You know what I mean? So I need eye protection from when things get a little sexy later on. So that's wow. Anyway,
with this beard, I'm used to this, Bobby. But I am a married man, so I just temper your expectations a little bit.
The beard does nothing for me. If you shaved it down like I asked you to do on the Flux Deposed episode I was on, we might have problems. Yeah. We might have problems.
Okay. So I did you a favor. I'm repelling you
yes,
so you can
you're
stay
repelling.
focused.
You're keeping me at bay. You're good. You're good. So for me, right, I remember I got the Super Nintendo, and then Mario Kart comes out, and I'm like, this is, I read it in Nintendo Power, and I was like, I'm going to buy this thing. Like, this thing is something that, I don't know, I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know what it is, I'm going to give it a try. I remember getting it and, like, really falling in love with it. And then my cousin and I and my brother, we got into battle mode. Something fierce, man.
Okay.
And it was only at the time, it was split screen, it was 1v1.
Yep.
There wasn't multiple players, and we would play for hours. And the way we would play is, winner keeps the controller. So if you win, you stay on the controller. So the object was you were constantly trying to take someone out. You were constantly trying to beat that person because you wanted to keep playing. You didn't want to keep, So it was a lot of fun, man. And that game, so when we played most games, I dominated. That game tended to level the playing field because these guys were really good at it. You know what I mean? Like, my cousin was good at it. My brother was good at it. They both like racing games. They were really good at that game. So it made it like it wasn't like I just blew them out every time I played.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times that's what happened, and I didn't. That's boring. You know what I mean? Like, we used to play Tecmo Bowl, and they would literally pick my team, and I would still win the tournaments that we played. Like, they would give me the worst team on the roster, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it would just tighten I would still win. It would just tighten the game to make them a little bit more competitive. But, like, we were handicapping back then because I was just so dominant when we played those games.
You let them be the Raiders every time? And then,
they could take any team they wanted. So my cousin loved the 49ers. He'd take the 49ers. My brother, he took the Redskins. And they were all good, all teams.
God, they didn't even use Bo Jackson against you? Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's...
Unbelievable.
Well, I think technically we used to ban the Raiders.
Okay.
Because it was really unfair. Yeah, it was just unfair. But the thing of it is like... Okay, so growing up, my cousin used to call me Buff all the time. My cousins, not my cousin, my cousins used to call me Buff all the time. And it stems from Nintendo Buff. They used to call me Nintendo Buff when I was a kid because, like, Buff, back in the
enthusiast.
80s. Yeah, Buff meant like you were an enthusiast. You were into it really big time. So they would always call me Nintendo Buff, like, for years. And like, because... whenever we play video games, it was like that's all I wanted to do was just play Nintendo and stuff. So, and then it's funny because now I'm Nintendo Guru, so it's like whatever. But it was like it never bothered me to be called that. I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm good with this name. I can handle this name. But anyway, it's so that's kind of interesting that it turned 20. And 25 years seems like a really long time ago. Like that seems like forever ago. Another thing on my list here. So Stardew Valley has been recently submitted for the Nintendo for approval. I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my life in it, and that scares me a little bit. Because when Animal Crossing comes out, I will literally shut my life down. Like, I will be done with life as we know it. It's crazy because I don't get to play. So there's a catch-22 at the new job.
Okay.
The old job was just crazy, hectic all the time. Phone calls in the middle of the night. Calls on the weekend. I'd be in the middle of a podcast, my phone would be ringing, I'd have to like pause out and like take a phone call. That type of, we've been through this. We lived the same life. We lived the same life. I'm out of there now. But the new job, unless I leave the office, I really don't get a break to eat. Like, we work.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, we work at our desk, and the phone is ringing, and I can't. And customers are walking in, and I can't be sitting there playing Nintendo and be like, "Wait a minute, sir!" Like, they expect you, like, you gotta still, keep playing and stuff. It's nuts. It just blows me away. So I don't get to play the way I used to play. So it's a little frustrating on that end. But I know me, man. I will be streaming this game and playing it as much as humanly possible because I want to keep streaming because I'm loving streaming now.
Yeah.
And I'll just want to play this all the time. So
that's Stardew's coming out. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's launching on Switch with multiplayer.
Yes.
Is that correct? That's what I thought.
Yes, that's the give to Nintendo. Like, okay, we're late to the party, but you get this. You get something that nobody else has.
Right.
And that's going to be kind of cool. Like, you figure, like, multiplayer happening on that game is going to be a lot of fun. Should be interesting. Should be really interesting.
I've wanted to play this, and I've held off on purchasing it just because I'm like, well, why would I not want to play it on the Switch?
That's the thing, man. It's an age-old tale with me. If there's things for me that I look at and I go, it's going to look the same, definitely. And the fact that I can take it around, it's just going to be awesome. I don't know that it's going to be at launch, Rybo, but it's definitely going to be there. Like, it's definitely going to be there first. So we'll see how that works out. But for me, like NBA 2K18, I'm buying it on Switch. FIFA, I'm buying it on Switch. Like, I'm just trying to support Nintendo as strongly and as much as possible. But a game like this is a no-brainer. Like, here's the thing. I was going to buy Batman Telltale. And I'm like, I'm going to hold out now. I'm just going to hold out a little bit longer, and I'm going to buy it on Switch. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of games that are, like, really hitting now, and I'm just, like, really excited for it. But this game, Stardew Valley, like, when I saw it, I was like, I've heard so much about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm getting it. I don't care. It's mine.
Put on your overalls, grab your pitchfork, and start farming.
Pretty much. So Nintendo has partnered with Western Digital to create licensed Nintendo Switch SD cards for the Switch. So
really,
yes, this just happened. They'll be partnering with them. They have actual like 32 gig, 64 gig, 128 gig, and it's got like Mario Kart, like Mario in a kart, like racing on it and the cover and stuff. So they're partnering up with them to kind of be like, hey, this is what you need to buy for the Switch.
Yeah, this is a good idea because there's for someone that's a tech enthusiast, they can sit here and then they can pick over, they're going to be more familiar. It's easier for them to find a spec they want, things like that. But if, you're shopping for your kid and you're not having, like, I have no idea what I need.
Yeah. And
this says it's Nintendo Switch. Okay. I'm going to buy that.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that. It works. I'm going to go. The thing is like Western Digital's not a bad, they're really good, memory company when it comes to that stuff. So I think it's a good move on Nintendo's part. Absolutely.
I think quite a few of my hard drives over the years have always been Western Digital.
Definitely. I have a Seagate for my,
Seagate, Western Digital.
I have a Seagate and I got two Seagates. I have two Seagates that I use I have one for my Wii U, one for my Mac here that I run. So it's a no-brainer. But I think it's a really good idea for Nintendo. Now, the granddaddy of them all today. It kind of happened the day before, but it's kind of really taken its wings today. Shovel Knight 3-pack.
Yes! This is gonna be the first amiibo pack I'm buying.
My lord,
going all first one I'm buying because
dude, I saw that this morning when I woke up, and I was like, "What the f is happening? What the f just happened?" Like, yes, sign me up, man. King Knight, Plague Knight,
yeah,
and then who's the other one? I forget the other one. King Knight, Plague Knight, and then the one that's got like the sickles.
Spectre Knight.
Spectre Knight. That's it.
And it was Jesse Armstrong that I saw. That's how I saw it because he was posting it last night, and I got up this morning. I was like, "What? Oh my god!" And then how good was the video? Did you watch the?
I didn't watch the Game Grumps thing. I didn't see it yet. I gotta watch it. I definitely gotta watch it. It's good stuff. You know. But for me, it's like, well, Game Grumps did the Shovel Knight one too.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that.
So they did the original Shovel Knight, like that was the announcement how they did it.
So
it kind of made sense that they brought him back to do this again. But man, it just makes me crave for other indie developers to do this. It really does. Like, I did not expect Yacht Club to come out with more amiibo. I thought, like, okay, it's a one-time deal. That was it. We're done. We're moving on. We're never going to see another amiibo from any, third-party indie developer.
Right.
And then they come out with a 3-pack. A 3-pack, no less. It's not even like they're like, here's one more for you guys. We're going to give you 3. I'm just like, wow. Now, see, okay, so Josue Pon said Image and Form when. I have my own Image and Form one right here on the side. I have Rusty, SteamWorld Dig. I had a custom-made, a commission piece that I had done. They're not going to bring... I've talked to these guys. They're not going to happen. It's never going to happen. They would rather focus on games than this stuff. Because the problem is this. Nintendo doesn't do it like a lot of things. They're not very helpful when it comes to this stuff. Like, the developer has to put all the money. They're basically saying, like, okay, we're going to give you the license to use the technology. But the character creation, the toy, and all that stuff, like, that's all got to be done in-house. They have to find a toy company to make it. The funny thing is like, the Shovel Knight amiibo aren't made... They're not made by the companies that make the amiibo. They were made by the companies that made the Disney Infinity characters. Okay. So, it's a little different. Josue, I've already talked to Brian. It's not going to work. I assure you. Like, believe me. I've had conversation with Brian and Julius. Never gonna happen.
The crazy thing is their games you could put amiibo functionality so well, like especially like in Heist. Oh, Heist! You have your different crew members.
Yeah,
it fits so well.
Yeah, man. You could actually do like whoever your favorite team is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Scan them in, that way you have them at all times. And then if you ever just want to scan them in, so that way they're right there for the next mission. Like if maybe you change it up one time, you're like, oh man, who do I want? And I bang, hit it. Or weapon sets or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they could do, man. But I don't know. I would love to see them do something. I mean, I would really would love to see them do something, but I just don't see them doing it. And I almost had a commission of Max from Mutant Mudds one time. I almost had someone do it, and then I just couldn't get it together to make it happen. I actually bought the amiibo that she wanted me to get in order to do it. I bought a Lucas amiibo. She was going to turn that into Max from Mutant Mudds, and it just didn't work. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know. Josue, like, seriously, I'll take Rusty any day of the week. Like, if they would bring Rusty back, like, dude, I had during the Nindies summer thing that just happened the other day. Like, I took a breakout video of my reaction to finding out the release date, and then all I see was Rusty pop up. I was like, yes, Rusty. I was like, so hyped for me, and I love that game. That game is my it's probably easily one of my favorite indie games there is. Like, I just love Dig, and Heist is just a different animal altogether. Just I love them both. So I
had Dig on PC, and I never really got into it. And then it's when I had it on 3DS, is then I just got like consumed into it, because I think it was just so much easier because I could kick back, lay down on the couch and just carve my way through, and it just fits so well on that more of a mobile playing experience.
It was crazy because I bought it on the 3DS, right? I had heard a bunch of people in the Nintendo voice chat group talking about it, and they were like raving about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a try. At the time I hadn't really bought a lot of indie games. I was like, give it a try. I'm gonna go for it. The only other indie game that I had ever bought up to that point was World of Goo on the Wii, and I liked it. I loved it, and so it's like, all right, I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Man, I fell in love with that game so much so that like I went and bought Shovel Knight after that. Like I went and bought Guacamelee after that. Like I really went hog wild.
Gotcha
after
hooked.
that. So yeah, it just brought me in to go like, wow, these guys are really on their game. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, so give me more of that, and I'm all for it. I like Runbow. That's another game that I want to picking up from it all. What I liked about Runbow was I liked that they took all the indie characters that I love, crammed them all into one game.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, this is awesome. It was a little quirky game. It was a lot of fun. Let me see. Hoshway, is there any... I thought I saw some other news that I wanted to talk about today. Let me go to my old faithful Ninmobile news and see if I could find anything that's worthwhile talking about. Oh wow, they just look at this. They got a new charger, Emoi. It's EMIO.
I see that.
Charge dock announced for the Switch. That looks kind of cool. That looks
so
actually
you can dock
really cool.
you can dock your Pro Controller, it looks like, and your
Pro
Switch.
Controller and your Switch at the same time. This was big news. This was really big news. NBA 2K18, it got announced. Its physical release date got announced. Which is actually, let's see what date they confirmed it for, September 15th. Or no, I'm sorry, digital is September 15th, retails is October 17th. But but the cool thing about this is this. They said that the games are parallel. They are the same games across the board. They didn't dumb it down. They didn't take any features out. Like what you buy on the Switch is the same game. Now, granted, it's not going to look as beautiful. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Obviously, when you're running a PS4 against a Switch, it's not going to be as strong. But it is what it is. I'm excited for it. I really am, and it's crazy because I'm getting more hyped that sports games are actually going to be. That's where I used to play all my sports games, and it's like they all disappeared, and now I get a chance to get back in there and start playing again. So I'm excited. I talked about this a little bit earlier in the stream I was doing. Power A will be releasing a Mario and Zelda themed wired controller. Like, are we not beyond wired controllers? I don't want a wired controller.
No, some people want them because they don't want any delay. They want
how much delay are you getting? I know. I'm attacking the messenger over here. So it's. But,
I don't know. I played. It's like going with a wireless mouse or something like that too. They want that utmost experience. Just like as everyone that kept playing Smash wanted to have a GameCube controller.
Yeah.
I have GameCube controllers. I just was like, whatever.
Yeah. It's not that big a deal.
So
I get
don't
it.
know.
I get it when they wanted GameCube controllers when it was the Wii U. Or almost the Wii with the nunchuck.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That I got. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I get you. I understand. You don't want that. That's fine. I get it.
I guess it could be price point related. I mean, it's going to be a little cheaper.
That's possible.
Being wired.
That's possible, but not for me. You know what? I just spent $160 on a controller. Please.
Right.
I'm not looking at the price. I'm looking at the beauty of it.
With its diamond studs.
Yeah, exactly.
It says Guru on the back.
Yeah, it says Guru on the back. Out of diamonds. It's all, it's Sean's gonna choke me. Super Meat Boy.
Or does it say Playa on the back? It says Playa, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says don't hate the player, hate the game. Super Meat Boy Forever got announced. Are you a Super Meat Boy fan or?
I got Super Meat Boy right when it came out on the 360, and I played through it. I don't remember if I ever finished it, but I definitely played it quite intensively at first. I don't know.
It's a hard game.
It is a hard game. It's a hard game.
It's Jules Watson would say it's balls hard. So yeah, but at the same time, like it's a good game. And it was funny because they announced a month ago or something, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, where they did the picture of Super Meat Boy running on a Switch, and people got hyped up, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's coming!" So when I'm watching this thing, I'm like, "Okay, I saw this coming. This is gonna be." And then when there was a trailer or a sequel, I was like, "Wow, I didn't see this coming at all. Like this is blow me out of the water, man. This is nuts."
Yeah. I do that change from Super Meat Boy to Super Meat Boy Forever. I like that. We went from a more pixelated style to a little more stylized. Yeah. Almost kind of like they're hand drawn a little bit, just the way that the art style is.
I agree,
but I like the way that look.
I like how it looks. So okay, let's reverse a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. So the Nindies Summer Showcase happened a couple days ago, Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I did my live reaction of it. And I wouldn't say live reaction, my live reaction. Like I recorded myself watching it live.
Okay.
And then I posted it. What are your takeaways from it? Like what was there anything in that got you excited?
Most of the games I was aware of. I mean, like Nintendo UK released that one trailer the day before, like a sizzle reel that had most of the announcements in there. Because I'll say like the two indies like besides that weren't shown that I'm the most hyped for right now still are like Shakedown Hawaii and Stardew Valley, but getting a release date for Dig 2 was huge.
That was huge.
I love that,
especially that it's not that far away.
No, like September. Think of this, in September. I'm going to be playing. It's September now. I'm still going to be playing Mario and Rabbids for a bit. Then I've got Metroid Returns coming. I mean Samus Metroid Returns coming up, or Samus Returns, I should say. Then we've got Dig 2, and I feel like there's something. Golf Story comes out in September as well, and I'm interested in that too. So I'm like, I got a ton of stuff to play this month. All of a sudden,
I totally forgot. I gave you Heist, didn't I?
Yeah,
that's right. I got you kind of like in the whole. I forgot that. It just hit me now.
I won Heist and Dig through the If We Ran Nintendo promo.
We had that contest one time, and I think I'm going to wind up giving away Dig 2.
Nice. I like that.
I think that's going to happen. So keep your eyes peeled. I have some friends in the know, and they're going to give me a code. And so I'll be able to give one away. But the nice thing about this is this. Keep an eye out, because if you own a PS4, if you own a computer, I will get copies to every version of this. So I'll be doing giveaways the whole year. Every time that every time that Dig 2 hits something new, I'll be doing some giveaways for people. Awesome. So keep an eye out for that stuff. So, that's going to be cool.
I can't remember. Like, I'm trying to remember everything else that was shown. I know I didn't see it in the trailer. During the presentation, and I don't remember because I saw it in the UK one, and it's basically a Smash Brothers clone, and I can't remember what the name of it is, and so I'm like, oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, that's got me interested because I love that type of gameplay.
Did you see the? Now this wasn't in the Indies thing, but did you see the indie game that's coming out? It's a fighting game utilizing indie characters. It's like Smash, but it's all indie characters.
No.
Yeah, it's like the dude, was it Juan from Guacameele's in it? There's a bunch of different characters.
I am looking this up now.
It's kind of cool. It's on Kickstarter right now. It did just get greenlit on Kickstarter like probably 2 weeks ago, and they're really doing a lot of stuff with it. But it's cool. It's definitely cool.
Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Now that might. I'll find it eventually. That'd be sweet.
What about No More Heroes?
I'm excited to try it because I've never played
the other two.
Like Kevin loves Travis Touchdown.
Yeah,
it's like loves those games, and I missed. I didn't have a Wii so I didn't have a way to play that. So I mean, it's got a lot of talk behind it.
Well, that's the thing for me. Like, I never played it. There was always a lot of hype behind it. Always. And it was one of those games that I always look back and I go, man, I wish I would have played that game. Because when the Wii hit, I can't really truly say that I was like a hardcore fan. I was more like just a hardcore Nintendo fan. And I really didn't play games like that. Like anything like Red Steel and all, I was just like, I don't want to play those games. I don't want nothing to do with those. This game...
The Suda factor.
Dude, this game looks sweet. Like, it really looks good. I was, like, blown away by it, man. And the crazy thing is, like, this is from the company where the guy comes on the stage during the reveal and just like, I talked to some indie developers and they say this is really easy to work with. Like... Why didn't you come out and be like, hey guys, we're doing No More Heroes 3. Like, it's coming. Get ready.
Yeah.
We'll have more later on. Like, that would have been the better thing to say. Not, it's nuts. Jesse Armstrong, you have a good night, man. Good to see you.
I'm looking at, like the next day Nintendo, or later that day Nintendo just put a bunch of videos up on their page of all these other trailers from, I think a lot of them are from PAX. So I've never played running anything in the Runner series, so I'm looking forward to Runner 3.
Dude, I too didn't care anything about Bit Trip Runner. Didn't care about none of those. Bought it on the Wii U. Fell in love. Charles Martinet voices the game. I don't know if he's voicing this one.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
But so what it is like he's the announcer that like does the narration of the game. Totally different voice. Dude, you don't even
know, huh?
You don't even know it's him. If it wasn't for the fact that they told you it was Charles Martinet, you never would have got it. It never would have nailed it. It was like, you hear it, it's like, it just sounds like your classic old-timey announcer voice. It's really cool. But that game looks really good, man. I'm excited for that one.
There's one called Dimension Drive, which is like a shoot 'em up, and it kind of reminded me of this was I want to pronounce it Ikaruga, I believe, which was a PlayStation era, I think, shoot 'em up that you had. Its main mechanic was you had different colored, like there's two different colored shots that get hit at you, red or blue, and you could switch your colors, and you could absorb whichever color you were. Yeah. I don't think it doesn't have that same mechanic, but just visually it reminded me similar of that. I like that style of game. I don't know if I'd play it, but Sausage Sports Club.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that game. I'm like, nah, get me out of here. I don't want to see this. Patrick, what's up, Patrick?
9 Parchments, I think, would get me like that Gauntlet Legends fix.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that
definitely.
looks just like a fun co-op.
Definitely.
Morphe's Law. I love the Day of the Dead motif they've got going in the art style, but it's gonna be messed up the way it plays. And then one thing that I'm excited because I'll probably play it because it's on the Switch is Kentucky Route Zero. A long time ago on a Humble Bundle, I got the entire game on PC and I played the first chapter, and then I think the chapter 3 hadn't been released yet, so I stopped playing and I never went back to it. So on the Switch, obviously, I can play it anywhere, so I can play that.
Okay, so question for you.
Yes.
Have you played Mario Rabbids yet at all?
I have. I didn't get it until Thursday. Okay. So I started actually today was the first day I actually got to play it. I think in World 1.7 or maybe 1.8.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, man.
I am loving it because I haven't played a whole lot of strategy games. My main entry into it was Shadowrun. The more recent entries on PC when Harebrained Schemes got the license and they kickstarted it, and I've got 3 of those, and I just I like that style. I found out I haven't played anything else, but I think I was like with everyone. I mean, we talked about this before too. You know, we first always see is this leak of Rabid Peach, and we're like, "What the heck is this?
What's going on right now?
Who wants this? Nobody wants this." And then E3 happened. Everyone's like, "This game's going to be awesome." And all I can think about so far, like, I love the combat, and I love like plotting out how I'm going to do things and line up abilities, and that's really fun. But just when I'm running through the exploration sections, I love experiencing the Mushroom Kingdom in this way, because in any other game you can't really just kind of look at the visuals.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, so in Mario 64, you I guess you could kind of say that, but it doesn't look the same. It's on the 64.
Yeah, but in Mario 64, you're only running around the castle, and that's it.
There's nothing there.
You can't go nowhere else, dude. There's a part I laughed so hard when I'm going over a bridge and I hear the sound of rabbits, like, just not really being nice to each other. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I'm running by and I hear, like, smacks and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And here are two rabbits under the bridge hanging onto the coast, and they're smacking each other. One smacks one, then the other one smacks. And I'm like, dude, these things are so messed up. Like, they make minions look like like they are amazing. I love these characters, man. I really do. Like, they have me laughing hysterically. Like the
now, did you play any of the Rabbids games previously?
I played one, and I don't even know which one it was. I played on the Wii, and that was it. Like,
okay,
you know, it was just. Wait, what are you talking?
This is my first experience. So I had no. I mean, I knew of them. I had a brief, somewhat idea, but this is my first foray into
I think they're better than the Minions. I think the Minions stole their idea off Rabbids, because I think Rabbids was first, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It just, dude, it looks. Yeah. It just plays so good.
Yeah, and I've only played on handheld. I think it looks phenomenal. I haven't had any frame rate issues and no problems like that.
Yeah,
with the game, you know, I love now. My biggest problem now, though, is I sit there and I look at the skill trees. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, where do you go?
Go back to my Diablo days, and I'm like, okay, I gotta utilize every point possible, build specific. My biggest pitfall in these games is how, you know, you really got to specialize. I always find don't go jack of all trades, because you're gonna limit yourself.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, I laugh at. I call her Toby. It's Rabbid Peach. So I renamed my characters, right? So Rabbid Luigi I call Esteban, and Rabbid Peach I call Toby, because it reminds me of my co-host on the PlayStation podcast, Toby, before he cut his hair, had this big coif and stuff, and it was just real goofy in the way. But dude, she'll be sitting there and she's like leaned up against the blocks, like looking at her phone or taking selfies, and I'm like, this chick is just whacked. She is so stupid. Like, it's not even funny. It is. It's amazing. It really is. Like, I watch it and I'm like, this girl is just, she makes me laugh. She just makes me. And then the one where, okay, I don't want to do spoilers. You haven't beat the level 1 boss, right?
Not yet. Okay. I'm pretty close. I'm assuming I'm getting pretty close to it, but I
can't say it, man. But she does something, dude. I just fell out laughing. Like, everybody's like, no, and she just has. She gives no Fs. She has 0 Fs to give. It's just, you can see it. Like, it is so funny, dude. I loved it. But, but I was shocked how much I would love. You know, like, I knew I was going to like the game. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's the best looking Mario game ever. It just looks gorgeous. Like, it really does. Like, it just pops. Everything pops. Like, it's just.
Well, you get to run through all that environment too. I mean, you got, you know, your chunks of grass, but then you've got all these bridges you're going to cross, all this awesome water backdrops, and it's just great to see the environment that way. Like really that part of the Mushroom Kingdom that you never have been able to experience.
Yeah,
before.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So
I'm just happy though that we're seeing it. I'm assuming it's having great success right now, because it's just for Ubisoft, it was like the one third party that's had any faith in Nintendo as a state partner with Nintendo. I want them to have success.
Oh, dude, they're coming out the box. Like, they're knocking it out the park with all their third party support. Like, seriously, this is insanity.
I saw it was like a tweet. I think I saw this early this morning, but I think it was Ubisoft stock is like at a 24-month high, or
it's great.
Something like that.
That's
so
great, because I can't. Because I think this game is. You know what the thing is? It's an original game, original IP. In terms of okay, so you're using characters that are known IP. But what I mean by it is like they're stepping out and doing something a little different. They're taking a risk with this game, and I think they're being rewarded for the risk. Fans are just giving them money for doing something like this.
Yep. And 52 week high was
okay. So real quick before we ramble on a little bit more, I just wanted to let people know I'm here today. Jason Lacy joining me. Flux Deposed. Fluxay, if you guys play Splatoon with us, that's
me.
Who this is. This is the guy that always shoots you in the back and is real shady when we play. So there you go, guys. This is who we're talking to today. Yeah, I fell in love with this game right off Jump Street. Like it really sunk its hooks into me quick.
Yeah.
I expect it to be good, just not as good as it is. And
yeah,
you know, I love Fire Emblem. I love SteamWorld Heist. So for me, it was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense to me. This is a definite buy when I saw it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. How it all works out. You know, hopefully it does. Hopefully it continues to do good for them. I'm happy that it's selling well. And I'll be honest with you, man, I wasn't always a huge Ubisoft fan leading in. I kind of was with their antics with the Wii U. They kind of rubbed me wrong. They kind of bailed on Nintendo pretty quickly. They pulled Rayman off. Rayman was supposed to be an exclusive for the Wii U. They pulled it away. I really believe, honestly, that Ray was supposed to be in Smash, and I feel like Nintendo basically stuck it back to Ubisoft and was like, nope, not going to do it, because he's a trophy. Why is there a trophy in the game for Rayman? Makes no sense whatsoever. So it's weird. It's a weird placement of a trophy. Like, why would you? And it's almost to me, I feel like it's almost Nintendo's FU to Ubisoft. You know, so it's good to see. I guess we'll see how it all pans out.
Are you based on your experience so far? Are you gonna jump on the DLC for it?
Yes. I wasn't going to. I'm going to. I'm definitely buying it because I'm loving it, man. I want more content, definitely.
Yeah.
I got the. I don't know. Did you get the pixel weapons?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the pixel pack too. I love them. I love the weapon. They're strong too.
Yeah.
They are. I thought they were going to be weak sauce, man. They're actually stronger than some of the first things you can buy. So I'm like,
yeah, they're a nice upgrade.
Yeah, I don't even like buy some of my weapons right away because I'm like, well, this is not as strong as my pixel one, so I'm just going to hang off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Riboflavor says, of the big three, EA, UB, Activision, they at least put a bit of effort in for us. They absolutely did. You know, like EA, although I don't want to take a shot at EA because I feel like EA is truly giving a push for Nintendo. They were slow. They're doing more than Activision. That's for damn sure.
Here's what EA needs to do. They need to partner up with Nintendo and give me a Mario hockey game. I would play the heck out of a Mario hockey game.
What I would love is a Mario football game. Or let's scale it back a little bit. Let's not either do NBA or NFL Streets again, and but do it with Nintendo characters. That would be something I would sign up for. I would be like all day long. What was it? A couple months ago.
See Bowser styling on Mario.
Yeah, man. Like a few months ago, I saw a like someone did a digital image of like a Mario Madden style football game. It looked good, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it really looked awesome. So I would be cool with that. I would like to play something like that. With EA, they just announced that Faye is coming to Switch. Faye is made by Zoink Games, creators of Stick It to the Man, Zombie Vikings, Flipping Death, which is coming to Switch as well. I can't wait for this game. I really can't wait for this game. This game looks phenomenal. I don't know. It just speaks to you. And it really gets me excited to see this game coming to Switch. So, 2 years ago, I think it was about now, Zoink Games reached out to myself, Mark Carabin, and Barry Dunn.
Okay.
Klaus. And was like, well, Alex did. She's the PR girl there. And she said to us, Klaus would like to play Zombie Vikings with 3 YouTubers and such, podcasters and all that stuff. Would you guys be interested? I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, yeah. They were going to stream it live on Twitch and all that stuff. I'm like, absolutely, sign me up. So we go in and we start playing Zombie Vikings, the 4 of us, right? And we're playing, we're having a good time. And that's the first time I ever met Barry Dunn. I was like, I don't know who this guy is. I'm not a fan. I got to get away from him. He's weird. Me and Mark were both messaging each other on the side, like, dude, what is this guy talking about right now? Like, he's freaking me out a little bit. But he turned out to be a great guy. I love Barry. But at the end of the day, what happens is midway through, we're just talking about like future games because I start interviewing Klaus. You know, like, dude, when are you going to have the opportunity to interview the CEO of a company while you're playing his game?
Right.
I'm going to take advantage. So I start jumping in. I start asking questions, which leads the other guys to start asking questions. But we start talking about, like, what's the future hold? What games? So Klaus says, well, we're working on a little game now called Fae. And we're like, really? And he's like, yeah, there's actually a demo of it in Zombie Vikings. So I'm like, what? So he goes to me, if you want, I could show it to you. Dude, yes. Like, yes, let's do this, right? So in Zombie Vikings, I don't know the level. You can find, actually Barry Dunn put it up. I don't know exactly where it is, but you can find it. If you beat a certain level, you go into a secret area. Fae is in there. It's just a real rough demo of Fae built into Zombie Vikings. So we're sitting there, and I'm texting Mark as I'm watching this, and I'm like, dude, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And he's like, yeah, man, this is amazing. So we get done the demo, we all shut down, we all go our separate ways. I then call Mark and Matt South, a friend of mine, Matt South. I call him, and the 3 of us and I'm like, guys, what the F just happened? What did we just see? Like, that game looks amazing. And it was like real rough compared to what it is now. It blew me out of the water, man. I was just like, it's a open world 3D style game, like a 3D platformer, like Donkey Kong 64, like Mario 64, like, Banjo-Kazooie, like all these type of games. Like, it's all that stuff you grew up on. That style game, 3D platforming. And I'm just like, with a cute little whatever bear cub thing that flies, like a flying squirrel type thing, and I'm like, this is just really phenomenal. So I'm excited for that game. Like, when they announced that during Gamescom, I was like, yes, like, sign me up. I am ready for this game. So I can't wait for this one. This could be a lot of fun. Is there anything else that's got you excited for the next couple months?
Man, I just, there's enough coming. I'm just weathering the storm, and then Odyssey's going to be here, I feel like, before I know it.
Dude, Odyssey's only 2 months away, man. Is this crazy? This is madness, man, right? Like, next month. Go ahead.
This is we're not even 6 months in yet, and look at this library already, and then look what's coming, and it's just like, I don't know. You see both sides on social media. You got people, there's nothing on Switch to play. Why do I want to Switch? Then you got other people that are like, well, there's too much to play. And I'm firmly in that camp because we're working on something on PSVG, the top 25 Switch games, and I've played 10 games on my Switch. That's all I've played, and there's so much more. But with those 10 games, I'm like, I look at how much time I've spent playing those games, and it's just like,
it's crazy, man. It's really crazy when you sit there and you think about it. It's like, these games are just insane. Like, you look at the big games that are coming every single month, and then just a smattering of like these smaller indie games just floating through with it, and it's just like, my God, man, like, this is crazy, the amount of games. Like, I have like 20-something games on my Switch, maybe like 25 games, I think, and I'm like, this is just nuts. Like, I love my Switch. I love playing it. I love all the games that are out for it. But the crazy thing is, like, the games that are hitting, I really don't have time for the other games. Dude, I just took 155 hours in Breath of the Wild, 90
Right.
hours in Splatoon, 50 hours in Minecraft. Like, I just can't get enough of these games, dude. It's like I keep going and I can't stop. It's madness, man. It really is. So I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy for the Switch. I'm happy with what's going on. Like I want more. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And with Odyssey coming, Mario Rabbids, I'll probably sink a good 30 hours into Mario Rabbids when all's said and done. So between Mario Rabbids, between Odyssey coming, between Skyrim still coming, NBA 2K, WWE 2K, FIFA 18, and then, dude, SteamWorld Dig is coming in 3 weeks. Like, this is nuts, man.
Right. I'm eager for the eventual announcement of, like, either be it just a port, or if we get there's got to be a Smash game on the way, because that kind of hits. Like, ARMS kind of rekindled that for me, because I mean, the whole reason I got into ARMS so much is I just love trying to climb up the competitive ladder.
Yeah.
And I love just trying to get to that next rank and get to the next rank. And especially I'd find someone that would just wipe the floor with me, and then I would just rematch, let's go, rematch. And I would and then I'd keep improving, learn their technique, beat them, and then they'd quit. And it's like, oh, well, come on, we got to keep playing. So that's what I love doing with, like, For Glory back on, Smash and Wii U, but in the net code, things like that wasn't always a great experience. So I'm really looking forward to, like, scratching that itch a little more with Smash. And there was a time, Bobby, where I could have gotten really serious with my Smash Bros. Okay. But now I got a kid. So
I think
I'm retired from that.
Oh, would you stop? Yeah, 100-something hours into it. Just go away with your nonsense, please. Just stop. The thing is this. You sit there and you look at all these games that are hitting, and it's just like, where is the time? Like, it just blows me away that we're not even done year one. Like you said, 6 months out, and these games are just, I think Smash will hit in 2018. Yeah. Definitely a 2018 game. And I think we'll get like a Smash Deluxe with a whole bunch of stuff mixed in and all that. And like they'll be like, okay, this is it, that we're putting it out, and then there'll be no DLC attached to it or anything. I think we'll get some extra content. I don't know whether we'll get the 3DS and the Wii U all mixed in, but I think we'll definitely get some other characters. I really want Shovel Knight in that game so bad.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know, man. I just, and we didn't even touch like Stardew Valley.
Right, 3. The indie support has been phenomenal. They just really seem to be lining up for Nintendo right now, which is awesome. That's awesome,
and dude, and that's the thing. I was saying this during my video. Every word coming out on every single game they showed. Timed exclusive. Every single one. There was a lot of games that are exclusive strictly to the Switch. There's a lot of games that are, timed exclusives that'll hit the Switch first and then eventually flutter out to other places. I cannot wait. This is nuts. It's nuts.
Rybo's got the idea, though. Animal Crossing 2018.
If they do Animal Crossing in 2018,
make it compatible with the smartphone app somehow. And
dude, please, just man, if I can just I put over 500 hours into my 3DS Animal Crossing. 500. That is the most I ever play on anything. My wife had 800 hours into it. There's a guy in my Nintendo Guru Facebook group, 2,000 plus hours.
Whoa.
I'm like, dude, do you sleep? Like, what do you do? Like, where?
Every time you go to the bathroom, you're going to your town.
It's like, what the hell? He's playing Sean Capri style, man.
That's right.
I'm like, this is nuts to see this guy do this. Like, that is, man. And the crazy thing is this: like, I got 500 hours, right? And I lost my data, and I had to didn't have to restart my town. I lost all my data, like my times and all that. So
wow.
So I started playing again, and I had to kind of like refigure all that stuff out. Pokemon's coming in 2018. Like, dude, there is so much stuff hitting in 2018 already.
Yeah.
This is man, they are just. It's crazy to see it. Now I've talked about this in the past. It's crazy to see the turnaround that Nintendo did. Where with the Wii U, they were done. It was over. Like they could do nothing right, and now it's like they could do nothing wrong. And it's Reggie and Iwata used to say it all the time. Like it's all about the games. It doesn't matter about all the other stuff. It's about the games. And essentially, that's what gamers lose sight of a lot of times. It's all about, like, well, it's trophies, and it's, online play, and it's, can I get voice chat, and can I get virtual console, and can I, cross-play, and can I, stuff backwards compatible. That means nothing. At the end of the day, what are the games hitting your console of choice? And that's what it all boils down to. If that console is banging out great games, all that other stuff is just white noise and means nothing. All that stuff matters. The Netflix, the Hulu, the YouTube, all those apps, they matter when there's nothing else to do on those consoles. But when you have a console that's continuing to churn out game after game after game after game, dude, that stuff all goes away, and you don't even think about it. And right now, the Switch is the talk of the town, man. That's all people care about. That's all they want. And I thought the Switch was going to do well. I thought we were going to get big things from Nintendo. Not this. This just blew me out of the water. So I'm happy, man. I'm really happy with it. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if I could find a Switch in the wild, I might buy one. Maybe do a giveaway. Who knows?
I was out at my Target last weekend, and they had two in the case.
Last weekend I went to the Target and they had 8, and but I didn't have the money, so I said whatever. But no, I'm thinking about it. If I can get, but then again, I'm like, I kind of want the color Joy-Cons for myself.
Yeah. Oh, this just in. Splatoon 2 Japanese Splatfest #2 is announced, and it's McDonald's themed.
No, it's not. Where'd you see that at?
Nintendo Everything just posted it 28 seconds ago.
Oh, my Lord.
Chicken nuggets versus french fries.
Get out of here. Are you serious? Dude, do you ever watch the way they party in Japan? These kids... Oh, dude. Go on YouTube and look at it. These kids will literally go to McDonald's and all pull their money together and build a mountain of french fries. And they all just sit around a table and eat. And it's like... What the hell are you doing with your life, kids? Like, this is it? This is what you do? It's like they get the trays, the trays you carry, and they line them up, and they just fill them with fries. And they all sit there and eat. It's a sickness.
I could do that, but with pizza.
Oh, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. I could kill me some pizza.
Every pizza can be a personal pizza if you just try hard enough.
They already are. What are you talking about? XL, large, get out of here. The other night, my wife, we got pizza the other night, and my wife was like, I don't have nothing to cook for the dog, so I'm gonna give him some pizza. I go, don't give him pizza. She's like, why? And I'm like, because he doesn't need pizza. He's gonna waste it. She's like, I'm just gonna give him the cheese and I'm like, there's provolone cheese in the refrigerator. Just cut him up some provolone cheese. He'll be fine. She's like, he needs some pepperoni too. I'm like, no, just stop. Would you stop? She don't listen.
Pizza abuse.
She gives the dog the pizza. He ate the cheese up like it was nobody's business, man. He tore that stuff up. I'm like, you little bastard dog. Why are you taking my pizza? So, but I don't know. Jason.
Bobby.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Hey, the stars finally aligned.
It took a while.
And I could show up. I mean, I found the time to penciling in the schedule.
You know what? Don't even start. Don't even start. Your wife finally let you. That's what happened. Oh. You finally begged her to get on. What are you looking up at?
Making sure she can't hear my answer.
Exactly.
Because she can totally hear this. No.
Yeah. Next thing you know, she comes out. What did you say, Jason? You're like, nothing, honey. Dude, that would be the best ever. Let everybody know where they can follow you at.
You guys can follow me. I am on the Twitterverse at JW Lacy, and you can also follow the podcast at Fluxdeposed and fluxdeposed.com. Bobby was on there recently.
Mm-hmm.
Check him out. Everyone loves Bobby. I've had Sean on there before. Yep. I'm sorry, guys. Sean was there. Yeah. You know, it's a good time.
We love.
It's a good time for it.
We love Sean. Yeah, I don't know. Follow me. You know, you guys. I mean, you guys are here. You know where to find me.
Exactly.
And all that stuff. Check out the Discord though, if you can. We have a lot of fun over the Discord.
It's popping.
That Discord's hopping, man. We have some really good people in there, hanging out, talking. It's a lot of fun, man. I cannot complain about how the Discord is and all that stuff. Splatoon tomorrow night. We'll definitely have some Discord chats going tomorrow night and hanging out. I got to go to my mom's for dinner. I'm a little... then again, she hasn't replied back yet, so who knows. We were supposed to do it Wednesday, and I was like, I booked Patrick from Nintendo Talk to come on Nintendo Talk.
Oh, nice.
On Sunday, and I was like, oh man, I got to tell my mom I can't come to dinner. So I texted her, I'm like, can we just do dinner on Saturday instead? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, man. You guys are supporting us like crazy. It's just, man, it's a blessing in disguise. I can't imagine not having this community here and around us and just the love and the support you guys are doing. So thank you very, very much. But for now, that is all. Peace out, Preston.